the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Denver Broncos.
Gonzalez set to kick off.
And off we go from Denver. And this carries into the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. This is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Now Tua. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
And it's 3rd down.
3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. From the gun, it's Tua. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Some space to move right away as he's all the way up to the 30. 10 yards there to start the drive and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Partner, is that what you call a quick hitter? That was actually a bolt of lightning, wasn't it? Right out of the gate.
And, of course, on the heels of him winning AFC Offensive Player of the Week 1 week ago. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
What an advantage having a lead guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 15 yards on the play, first down.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 11-yard line.
They'll run it with Jones. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos.
Makes the score Broncos 7, Chargers 0.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. There on the tackle, Minka Fitzpatrick. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Here's Tua. Looking deep downfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43-yard line.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And some room to roam now. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Ronald Jones with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. So they went to the ground game on 3rd, hoping to pick up the 1st. They also picked up a touchdown.
Offensive linemen so used in this situation to having to pass block. All right, you're looking at what it is, 3rd down. They don't care that it's 3rd and whatever. They figure they're going to throw the ball. And when you call a running play, I think you would I think you energize them. I think you juice them up because I haven't met offensive linemen yet that likes to pass block more than they like to run block. And they opened up some nice holes there for him, and he took it to the house.
Take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit. A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
On second down, Tua. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Chargers.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards, the final tally. Tua setting up shop to throw again. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Tua to try again on second down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 11 yards there, first down.
A gain of 11.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives. Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Tua once again here on second and 10. That's going to be caught by Judy. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up the 4th down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They're going for it. Here's Tua.
Look, I had to jump up out
going to be intercepted for the 3rd time.
Why was
Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. 20,
Woo,
10. And he takes this one back into the end zone.
I
And
like
the
that.
Bronco defense has a touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Will haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
On first down, it's Jones. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. This is Jones. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. On 3rd down, they're going to go with the option. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Defensively, they were all over that. When he decided to keep it, there were a lot of eyes just darted on him.
I wonder if he followed the progressions properly there. I think maybe he really wanted to run with the football. Turned out not to be the correct decision.
Gonzalez's kick is good. And the route is on. It's 24-0. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Charger drive about to get going. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, you know, we were having a tough patch. These 2 shall pass, this 2 shall pass, and if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is really floating around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Now 2nd and 11 from the 32. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes You're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The Chargers on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. Tua sets up to pass it. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Quinnen Williams able to record his 5th sack of the season.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalized.
And now here's another interception. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And going deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Miles Boykin, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Charger drive about to get going. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there? How much better would they feel running into the locker room, as you noted, with something on the board in a positive fashion? You're exactly right. It's a great opportunity to get that done.
Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Tua going to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends, who you would think could absorb that kind of.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. On 3rd and long, it's Tagovailoa. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. And 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, here's the option. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
3rd and 9.
Blitz, watch the blitz. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. Mike 50, Mike 50. It's long day. That's going to be a long day.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. It's Jones. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And all the way home for the Broncos score. Ronald Jones with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game as his guys continue to pour it on. What an excellent run, and from the beginning, the defense just looked a little fooled, a little out of position.
A little bit frozen. Ball inside. You lose sight of it oftentimes as a defender, and your eyes naturally gravitate to the quarterback. And before they realized it, he was off and running through the thick of the line while the quarterback faked it and carried it outside.
This taken in about 4 yards deep.
The
decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust? And the Broncos get there and take him down. Raekwon Davis coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Out of the gun on 3rd down. Here's Tua. He'll find Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And taken right at the 35. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves them with 1 yard to go on third down.
6-yard line.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On third down, Jones. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive. That one caught out wide by Boykin. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Miles Boykin. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 40-yard line.
They run the option on second down. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards there and a first down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled him with the inside run.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Able to hit his target, Claypool. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Chase Claypool, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos continue to pour it on. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Makes the score Broncos 45. Chargers nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Charger drive about to get going. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that. Right back to him on first down. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
The ball carrier.
Levante David in on the tackle.
46-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Tagovailoa to throw on second down here. That's who is running back, Edwards-Helaire. It's a gain of 5, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good. And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And my goodness, another interception. Carlton Davis picks it. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Again, it's Jones. And he'll work this one up to about the 38.
The ball carrier.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side of this one. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now.
4th down.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now, they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Not much there, only a yard. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Quentin Williams in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
And it's 4th down.
Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And he is met at the line of of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The tackle was by the Boston College product, Harold Landry.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Jones. And a solid run down inside the 30. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
Check for me, baby. You didn't do that.
So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about...